back my scenic downtown Manhattan apartment in Bessemer, Michigan. Um, and I figured I'd give an update because I haven't really been around at all for about a year because my phone's been broken for about a year. But I got a new one on the cheap, so I'm good to go now. I'm in here because I'm painting this apartment because I'm the caretaker at this apartment block now, apparently, because I know a guy that needed it and I can do the work. So I get the money tax free. He gets the work done. No one here knows how to work because they're either doped up or old or both. So everybody wins. Um, Trying to think about what to talk about in particular here. It's been a while since I've done this, so I don't really know. I feel like a greenhorn again, But I wanted to record this outside, but it's 40 degrees and raining today, so I decided not to. I figured I'd give a change of pace. I'm in a normal building for once. It's pretty cool, at least when you're me, because I spend most of my time outside anyways. But it's been an interesting 4 years here. I'm just trying to think. I'll probably do a more complex video on this in the future, just because there's a lot to talk about. And I'll probably segment it into different things, different categories of things I feel like I did well, things I feel like I didn't do well, things I'm still working on, stuff like that. But in general, I just want to give like a brief overview of my experience doing what I've been doing for the last 4 years, essentially. And I was actually going to go get a drink, but the sink is disconnected, so I can paint. So never mind. I'm not going to get a drink of water. There's no water. Really, I've been here for a while, and at this point, with everything that I've experienced and everything I've seen, all the people I've met, and all of that, I really don't think I could, go back to the way that I lived before. I don't think I could really live any other way, just because there's a certain quality to this area because it's where I live in particular is pretty poor. There's not a lot of people around here that have a lot of money, and it's a lot of older people, so you get a lot of that going on too. The connections you make and the people you know and the skills that they have, because most of these people are old farmers, old tradesmen, stuff like that. You can learn a lot of stuff just by talking to some old people at a bar and at church, things like that. And I don't really feel like that's the case in a lot of other parts of the United States at this point. I feel like there really is something to the saying. There's no country for old men. The old men kind of just cloister themselves off and just die. But around here, there's a lot more community still, so you still get old men telling stories and teaching you things, which I really do appreciate. Since I came here not knowing how to do pretty much fucking anything, and with the help of a lot of people that I've come to know over the amount of time that I've been here, it's been really fascinating. I mean, that's probably the in good and bad ways. I feel like I've been here for 4 years. It looks like I've been here for 14 years. I'm 27 years old at this point. Getting close to 30. I've got goals I want to accomplish before I'm 30. Mainly paying off debts and being free and clear, so that way we can move forward on investing more in towards our farming prospects and things like that. Hopefully, generate a crop or a byproduct, not byproduct, but the processed thing like cheese that makes us some money. That'd be kind of nice, even just a little bit on the side. Because once the debts are paid off, there's really nothing to deal with. In terms of monthly payments, you just got to pay your property tax and you're good to go. I'm pretty sure we're on track for that right now. My friend Gabe, his wife and his kid are doing great. That's probably been the most fascinating thing to watch over the last 4 years. It's really hard to express in words how fascinating it is watching a kid grow up in this kind of environment. Being able to go out and play out in the woods, and he's been acclimated for snow since he was a year and a half old. He was out there with us way back then, checking on the animals and all that. It's just been so cool watching him grow up and just be used to this environment. That's been really crazy. It's been cool. That's been probably the most uplifting thing I've seen since I've been here. I've met a lot of people with families, and every now and then I'll have a family come over and they'll hang out at the barn. with all the animals. Everyone loves that. Kids love the animals, and Gabe's kid will be out there. We'll all be out there having a good time. It's really cool. So that's really been neat. That's something that when you're young, because I came out here when I was 23 or 24, probably 23 because I'm 27 now. It's been 4 years. Something you don't really expect. When a kid's really small, when they're an infant, some people think that's the most interesting time for. Not really the most interesting time, but people really love babies. But I really, when they start having a personality and they can start fending for themselves and they can, talk to you, I think that's really cool. That's probably been the most fascinating thing that I've seen since I've been here. The fellowship I've had with the folks that I've gotten really friendly with, and the people I've met through various working circumstances has been really. It's been good. I got to be honest with you. It's been fantastic. If I still lived down south, I guarantee you, I'd probably still have no friends and no prospects, and I'd probably be fucking dead. But that's a whole different story. So it's been nice. I mean, really. Like I said earlier, I can't imagine myself living any other way than I am right now. And that I say that going forward because I think I'm going to try listing a few negative things that I've noticed over the last 4 years I've been here. Oh, something to note too. This is just kind of off the cuff because I figured I'd give a quick update because it's been a minute. I've spent a lot of time thinking because, with this being the 4th year that I've been here, this is officially the longest I've actually lived in one place since I was, became an adult basically. And it's been a really strange thing to reflect on. Just the fact that the amount of time that I've spent here developing things and, becoming a better person myself, hopefully. This is the longest I've ever done that in one place, and that really it's the only place I've ever lived where it truly feels like I'm home, and that's a really comforting thing to say because I feel like I've just been wandering around, aimlessly for most of my life, and it's nice to be somewhere that I actually feel like I belong, which is really the best thing you can ask for. But I think of negative things that have occurred since I've been here. I think I touched on it. I feel like I look 14 years older instead of 4 years older. I've always looked relatively old compared to my actual age, but in terms of wrinkles on my face, the hardness of my face, the hardness of my body, and things like that, that really hasn't gotten any better, which I didn't really expect because I live in a very rough, bohemian kind of way. So what can you expect? But that does bother me every now and then. People think I'm in my mid to late 30s. There was a gal when I worked at the feed room at this gas station that thought I was in my early 40s. That was really cool to hear. Kind of fucked with me for a little bit, but that's something to think about because at the end of the day, I mean, like I'm as physically capable as I could stand to be a bit stronger. And that kind of the goalposts change as you become more physically adept at like what you wish you were capable of doing. Just being able to do these things back in the day was enough for me. But now, I've gotten so used to doing the things that I am doing that it kind of becomes like a regular thing. So it becomes easy to kind of fall into a lull, and you're not working as hard. Not that you're not working as hard, but you're not tasking yourself in the same way that you were when you were, a greenhorn at this. And then also things are more developed. So there's there's finding truly physically difficult work to do is kind of tasking. And I end up kind of ceding that to the jobs that I work for other people, because a lot of people need hard physical labor done because most people here are old or crippled or both. So I guess that kind of goes into the next thing. I'm not that I'm not proud of, but that kind of bothers me. I do sell a lot of my time for money, and that's especially been the case this year, just because I've run into a lot of circumstances where I've had opportunities to, make some extra money on the side doing things for cash. Like I said, I'm painting this apartment, getting it ready. I'm the caretaker here. I'm gonna have to fix a boiler after I'm done with this. I just want to take a quick break because I'm working all day. I work for a guy doing shore work. He pays great, and just the one thing that I regret, even though I'm doing well in getting my debts paid off and being where I want to be before I'm 30. I've talked about this before in the videos I made about time versus money. I'm selling too much of my time, but unfortunately, it's necessary at the moment to accomplish things that need to be done, which I'll probably talk about in a different video at some point if I get to it. We'll see. But that's been frustrating. It's necessary, but it's just frustrating. You come to a place like this, you think you're going to have more time to do what you need to do, but now things are developed enough on our property that we can get by with. Well, Gabe's around enough to take care of it when I'm not there, but in terms of me being there, I'm not having as much of an impact there as I would like to, because every hour you sell is an hour you lose. You sell enough hours, you'll lose enough hours, you ain't getting stuff done for yourself. But I try to keep it balanced. But it has not been balanced this year. I've been selling way too much of my time. But do what you got to do. So that's been frustrating. Problems with alcohol haven't really gone away, which is annoying. I'm trying now. Another dry spell, try and get over the I don't want to say bender, but I've kind of been hitting the bottle a bit because I've been working so much, and it ain't good. You don't want to be doing that. It's just not a good coping strategy, and I'm getting too old for that shit. I'm almost 30, and by the time I'm 30, that's part of my goals. I want to not be like that. It's hard up here because everyone drinks up here, and it's really easy to fall into that. And it's kind of what can you do? Hopefully, I'll get over it because I think part of that is why I look so old. Just a suspicion on my part, but I don't know. What else? I think that'll be it for now. This is kind of a rambly video. Didn't really mean anything. Just kind of reflecting on some stuff. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably record different videos in the future that focus on more detailed things about what I've learned being here for 4 years. But I just kind of wanted to make this as a update after a year of not saying anything because my shit's been broken, so I haven't had the ability to do that. But hopefully someone got something out of this. There's really nothing here to learn. So hope you enjoyed it. Bye.